Hey everyone, this is Hiratana Mighty 2011. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we restored Midna back to normal, or at least as normal as she can be. But unfortunately, it came with the sacrifice of Zelda's soul, and because her body is now soulless, and she's essentially dead at this point, Hyrule Castle is now covered in Zant's power, engulfed in the Twilight. And Hyrule's, whoa, excuse you! I'm trying to commentate a thing. Oh my god, that actually scared me. Wow, you wouldn't let me finish. Okay, well, the mood's ruined because of that. Anyway, let's, Zelda, before she passed away, or at least passed down her powers to Midna, told us to go find the Master Sword, which is somewhere in Faron Woods. So, now that we have Midna on our back, and there's no way to transform back into a human, we have to go warp over to Faron Woods. Now, you may be questioning, where is the Master Sword located in Faron Woods? So you're just gonna have to keep searching and searching. Well, you notice this tiny area over here we didn't go to, right? Guess where we're going now. Anyway, let's warp to North Faron Woods. Now, I must say, the first time I played Twilight Princess, I had no clue what Zelda did to bring Midna back to life, but apparently she did just give Midna her soul, so essentially Zelda's body is lifeless at this point. I guess it's the equivalent of like how in Kingdom Hearts, how when Kairi lost her heart, she was basically just a zombie that couldn't function. Anyway, the moment that we walk over here, hey, it's our monkey friend from the first temple. Oh, it's the female monkey, actually. It's nice to see it. What the hell are those? Those are, pretty disturbing. Anyway, we have to go rescue her, so let's kill these things! Die! Oh, thank God they go down in one hit. It looks like she's standing on a rupee. Did you save me? Thank you. Listen, since you're so nice, let me tell you something. There's a really pretty wooded area on the other side of this cliff. I climbed over there, but when I tried to get over deeper into those woods, those guys attacked me. What's in those woods anyway? Now, she says this, but if you talk to her again, that sure is a pretty forest. You know, the one I found over there, on the other side of the cliff. If you're going, please be careful. Your smell, it's so familiar. It smells like the green-clad prince who helped me out once. Even the animals have the hots for Link. Anyway, I might as well show this off now. Well, I can't show it off because it's too late, but I might as well say this now. Earlier, when we first came to Faron Woods, when it was in the Twilight, you can actually go to the woods that we're going to now early by jumping on the Shadow Beast and glitching your way on top of this cliff, and you can basically get to that section early, which breaks the game pretty much because you're extremely sequence breaking. Anyway, I'll put a clip of that from Speed Demo's archives if I can. So, let's do it the legit way and head over here. So there's another section of the forest beyond this cliff. Alright, Link, let's go. I also should mention, early in the LP also, when I said that the fact that there's Kokiri symbols on the forest temple is very interesting. Well, there is something that came to light as time passed by after I recorded that part. And give me a moment, the mic is falling. Seriously, I have to purchase a new mic. Anyway, in the time that I recorded Faron, the Forest Temple, I actually didn't realize this, but where'd you come from? I actually didn't notice this, but the fact that there's Kokiri symbols in the Forest Temple, geographically, this area is in the same area that the Kokiri Forest was. So it's a possibility that the Forest Temple is actually the Deku Tree that passed away, or at the very least, a new Deku Tree that just ended up withered away because the Kokiri aren't here. It's a very interesting theory, considering this is in the timeline where we don't really see the Deku, the Great Deku Seed, you know, come to life. So, anyway, we also have a Howling statue over here. So, it's about time we summon the Golden Spirit once more. And get another familiar tune from Ocarina of Time, so let's sing it, shall we? I botched that. Okay, let's do that again. I can't exactly hear the game, that's another reason why I'm having trouble. There we go. That may sound familiar to a lot of you people, even though I botched that. This is the Prelude of Light, the song that teleported you back to the Temple of Time and Ocarina of Time. So, let's sing the duet once again.
Let the teachings of all pass to you. Take Sora's hand and find me.
And now that that's done, he'll show up... Ooh, he's actually showing up in an area we haven't been to yet. Well, I say let's go visit the area when we get the chance. Well, first we have to become a human. Now, we're going to be entering this area here. Be prepared to be hit with nostalgia and a lot of questions at the same time. Let's go. So if you remember that whole thing I said how the Forest Temple is possibly the Great Deku Tree that passed away, well, welcome. Even though this place says Sacred Grove, it has another name. This is the Lost Woods. And I can't hear it in my recording, but if you can hear it, you hear Saria's thong in the background. Yeah. It's kind of creepy too, considering she's not around anymore, so where's the music coming from? Kind of disturbing when you think about it too. The reason why it's the Sacred Grove also, I'll get into, but not now actually. It's something important for much, much later, which I'll get into theories and timelines when we get to that part of the LP, even though it is pretty much confirmed at this point because of Hyrule Historia, but we have yet another Howling Stone. But this one is kind of blatantly obvious what this is. So, yeah, you sing Zelda's lullaby, but when you do, remember this guy? It's Skull Kid. Yeah. The little creature that tried to destroy Termina because of Majora's Mask power, he's in this game too. Apparently 100 years later, he survived and he was given the moon's face for a mask. Well, I'm not sure if that's his actual face or if, like, that's just what he looks like. Anyway, you have to play a game of tag with him in the Lost Woods. Now, it's very easy to get yourself lost here, but what you're supposed to do is basically just listen for the music getting louder, or sometimes just look at the reflection of his lantern around the area. But it might be a bit difficult for me, considering I can't hear it, so I might have to rely on the lantern. But every time that he goes away, or about like every, I want to say 10 seconds, he'll summon more of these puppets, and they do one wholehearted damage, so you want to either destroy them as quickly as you can, or stay away from them. Now, like I said, I might be bumbling around here, considering I don't exactly know my way around Lost Woods, considering it's been a while since I played this, plus I can't really hear where the music is coming from, so if I do end up getting, well, lost, I'll meet you guys where we have to go. Though I do believe I found where he is. Now, if these guys would just stop following me. What's kind of funny, and ow! Oh, they only do half a heart, okay. What's kind of funny is that they can't follow you up above a ledge, so... Anyway, if I don't actually kill them, because if you leave them alone, even though he'll blow his horn, there can only be, I think, a max of 8 on the screen. So, you're good if that happens. Anyway, I'm going to follow him again, because I believe it's a number of 3 times that you have to go hit him. You know, it's kind of sad when you think about it, how all these characters know Link, but he doesn't know them because this is a different incarnation of him. And even though Skull Kid is mischievous and everything, it is kind of sad that he's still around and wants to play with Link, albeit, I guess, years of Link never coming back has just drove him insane or something. Plus, again, the fact that he has the moon for the face, I'm pretty sure that was just like a artistic direction, but I wonder if there really is something behind that meaning. Anyway, we just want to attack him one more time. BAM! And once we do that, I just like how he looks at you just like, why'd you do that? So, we want to follow him one more time, and here's something kind of creepy, because I want to, like, oh my god! Now, he'll stop summoning his minions to come after you, which, again, those puppets are terrifying. But I want to tell a story that I had. It's not a long story, but I want to tell a story I had when I was in Lost Woods once. Is that this place legitimately terrified me just because, like, mostly because of Skull Kid. Because the fact that the puppets, like, continuously spawn if you don't come after him, like, that was scary enough. But I got to this point where I was just traversing through Lost Woods, trying to find my way to the arena where we're gonna fight him. And one of his puppets was still alive, looking for me in Lost Woods, and it eventually came out of nowhere and attacked me. So to this day, I'm terrified of Lost Woods just because I still think that, like, his puppets can still come after you no matter what you do. Like, even after you've already cleared the prerequisite for fighting him. So to this day, I'm still scared of Lost Woods. Anyway, now we have to actually have a tiny fight with him. You know, it's kind of weird how he sounds like a monkey, too, and apparently his stomps are so strong he causes mini earthquakes. Anyway, this fight with him is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is just kill a little bit of his puppets, but when you do, just make sure you don't kill all of them, and don't go after him right away because he will teleport away. What you want to do is wait for him to blow his horn like that, summon more of his puppets, and then attack him, because that's the only time he won't go away. But you have a limited amount of time to do this, too. Anyway, it's pretty self-explanatory what to do for the rest of this, so I'm just going to go through the typical thingy. You know, I like how he does add on to Saria's song, though at the same time, I have to question, how did he learn Saria's song? Okay, I actually messed that up. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Yeah, again, this actually is a bit difficult for me because I have to rely on visual aid since I can't exactly hear him. Like I said, though, I questioned, how did he learn Saria's song? Like, did him and Saria meet before the time skip to Twilight Print? Okay, I had no control over my, of Link. There actually is a harder version of this fight later, but, yeah. Okay, last try, last one, yes! Okay. I was having trouble getting onto the lead, so I was a bit worried. You know, sometimes I feel a bit sorry for beating him up, but one, he's trying to kill us, and two, he did try to destroy Termina. Hehe. Bye. You know, as childish as he is, it's... yeah. I don't know. Anyway, if we're going into here, and welcome to one of the most coolest, but kind of unsettling places in the game. And these two statues, by the way, we're gonna see why I don't like these two statues. Anyway, we need to play Zelda's song one more time. I'm just gonna skip through this. Anyway, before we go to the Master Sword, we have one more trial. And this puzzle, while not exactly hard, it sucks. Basically, the gist of this puzzle is they're going to move to opposite ends of us, and we have to get them to back onto their pedestals. The one with the left-handed one will move in the same direction as us, and the right-handed one will move the opposite direction as us. And in the Wii version, this took me forever, but just because everything was mirrored. They don't say anything interesting. They're basically just going to describe what I said. Anyway, I think I remember how to do this on one go, but if I don't, I'll just cut it out until I do, or at least speed it up to show you like how to do this. Now, there's an interesting story behind these two statues. Initially, it's implied that these two statues were going to be a mini-boss fight rather than actually a puzzle, because if you use a moon jump on this area by hacking the game and everything, it shows that both of them are counted as enemies if you hover above them because the enemy music plays. Now, what's interesting about it, and I already think I messed this up. Well, I'm about to find out. Now, what's interesting about this? Yeah, I did mess this up. Let me restart. Now, it's interesting that I think I would have preferred this being a fight rather than this being a puzzle, because this puzzle is kind of obnoxious. But I am just going to speed this up till I do this, because I frankly hate this puzzle.
So I missed.
Okay, so that's what happens if they accidentally land on you. I'm sorry about that. I just had to show that. That was really funny. Okay, back to actually speeding up the attempt. There we go. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Hey, I actually got them on the same side this time, at least I think. I don't remember if the right-handed one was on the left-handed one. I'm probably going to be totally wrong, but whatever. That took me like 5 tries, I guess? With one hilarious failed attempt where they crushed me, but okay.
Go now to the sacred place, beast. We yield passage to the sacred grove.
Oh, yeah, they were supposed to be the opposite way. Whatever. Apparently they switched dexterities. Anyway, up here is our reward. The Blade of Evil's Bane, the most famous weapon in all the Zelda games. The Master Sword. Let's go pick it up, and hopefully this will lift the curse.
Twilight. You could buy you. Don't buy you like. Don't swim like. Freaking baseball sick. That's what you say. Here we are, touch your tail. Hangman at Winfield Dodge, pure roots like. Choo with our powerful and. Are we? Or can we just stick and fight? Touch like are we breathe?
You heard Minna right. Now that we have the Master Sword and the Shadow Crystal is outside of our body, we can now become a wolf whenever we want, and we now have double damage thanks to the Master Sword. Plus, we can transform whenever we want also, and do a lot of stuff to it thanks to being able to warp whenever we want as well. We can also look like the legendary hero once more. And I gotta say, even though Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time chronologically, well, not chronologically, A Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time were the first times Link's used the Master Sword in game, and then chronologically Skyward Sword's the first time he used the Master Sword because it was created around that time. Twilight Princess to me is the best Master Sword experience in the entire series, just because that moment where Link picks up the Master Sword is just unforgettable. It's just so memorable for me. And as much as I love the Ordon Shield, what we're going to be doing in the next episode, we need the Hylian Shield out, plus we want to look like the legendary hero that's in Super Smash Bros. And all that, so I'm going to call this an episode here. Now that we have the Master Sword, in the next episode, before we progress the story once more, now that we have the ability to warp and turn into a wolf, we have a lot of stuff to get done. So, in the next episode, we're going to do just that. See you guys next time.